The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
Dude, when Homeland Security invade your house...
You got problems.
With dudes with fucking guns and body armor. There's...
Someone said that they weren't there to take stuff. They were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's fine. Of course. There's layers upon layers. When you get into these fucking conspiracy theories, man, they never end. You got a wild party. You also have those celebrity environments where celebrities all get together, and there's so many of them, you know, and these wild parties. And if you got a wild party and P. Diddy puts on that wild party and, you know, he sets everybody up.
There are reports that Diddy has a list of over 200 celebrities that could be humiliated by what he could reveal or worse. You know, could he take some of these people down with him if he were to testify? And it's everyone, politicians, musicians, models, movie stars. There will be a lot of nervous people.
If I was to release those tapes, the world would shut down, okay? If I showed one of these tapes, I'm telling you right now, the whole music industry and Hollywood, it would just grind down like this. They're all gonna start pointing at each other like this, and it's gonna be bad.
What happens behind closed doors at a P. Diddy party? Whispers of secret tapes, Hollywood's A-listers caught in compromising situations, and a scandal that's shaking up the biggest names in the business. Will Smith, Kim Kardashian, even Justin Bieber? You won't believe who's been dragged into Diddy's notorious freak-off parties. And it gets messier than anyone imagined. Let's dig deep into what's fact, what's fiction, and why some of your favorite stars might be running for cover right now. All right, let's kick things off with Usher. Now, if you think Usher was just casually hanging out at Diddy's parties, think again. Usher's involvement runs deeper than a one-off party invite. This guy lived with Diddy as a teen. That's right, Usher was brought under Diddy's wing. And what he saw during that time? Well, let's just say he learned real quick that Diddy's parties weren't for the faint-hearted.
I moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
2004, Usher told Rolling Stone that Combs introduced him to essentially sex. He said, quote, "Sex is so hot in the industry, man. There was always girls around. You'd open a door and see somebody doing it or several people in a room having an orgy. You never knew what was going to happen."
People have whispered for years about what Usher might have seen, and he's been pretty tight-lipped about it. Fast forward to today, and Usher is very clear that he wants no part in Diddy's wild lifestyle anymore. So much so that he erased all his tweets overnight and then claimed that his account was hacked. Yeah, the timing is totally not sus, right? But that chapter of his life? It's one he can't quite escape, no matter how hard he tries. The shadow of Diddy's influence still looms over Usher's career, and for good reason. Some people wonder if he's seen too much to speak out, or if he's just moved on from a past he'd rather forget. But whether Usher likes it or not, when you've been that close to the center of the storm, people are always going to ask, what exactly did he see behind those closed doors? And let me tell you, rumors like these, they don't fade easily. Justin Bieber, the fresh-faced, baby-faced heartthrob who was once the poster child for teenage innocence. how did he end up on the guest list for these legendary parties? Let's take it back to Bieber's younger years, when he was still finding his footing in the industry. Diddy, of course, saw potential in the young star and extended an invite to what many thought would be an ordinary party. But Diddy's parties are anything but ordinary.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy. Going crazy.
You see, Bieber's been pretty open about his troubled past, but when you start connecting the dots, the timeline of his personal struggles overlaps with his close ties to Diddy.
Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there, but you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
He got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
And here's where things get murky. Some conspiracy theorists believe Bieber may have been victimized during his time spent around Diddy. There are rumors of manipulative power dynamics, hidden cameras, and unspeakable activities. And when Bieber speaks about the shame and darkness he experienced, it's hard not to wonder, is there more to this story than meets the eye? And then, of course, there's the infamous clip of Bieber seemingly unwell at one of Diddy's parties.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the lookout.
The images are there.
Diddy-fied. Hashtag no Diddy.
Hashtag no Diddy.
Social media had a field day with that, speculating if Diddy had a hand in Bieber's downfall during those turbulent years. Bieber's clearly worked hard to clean up his act, but those shadows, they follow him everywhere. And being linked to Diddy's parties certainly doesn't help. Next up, Ashton Kutcher. Now, Ashton and Diddy might seem like an odd duo, but let's not forget they go way back to their MTV days. Ashton, the king of pranks in the face of the hit show Punk'd, somehow found himself deep in Diddy's circle. And while Ashton's known for keeping things light and fun, even he had to draw the line somewhere. I mean, imagine trying to punk Diddy? That would have been a disaster. But while Ashton has dropped hints here and there about attending some unforgettable parties, he's been very careful not to spill too many beans.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked because he
Yeah.
was like, "Yo,
Don't punk
you
me."
can't punk me," and I was like, "I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table." He's like, "Not me. I'm off the table." And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out, watch football together. Diddy party stories, man. That was like some weird memory lane.
What could Ashton have seen that made him so tight-lipped? We know Ashton isn't shy about most things, but when it comes to Diddy's parties, suddenly, the guy has nothing to say. There's an old saying in Hollywood, silence speaks louder than words. Ashton's refusal to delve into details has only fueled more rumors. And let's be real, Ashton's smart. He knows where the line is. Ashton might be all laughs and jokes in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, there's no telling what he's witnessed at those infamous parties. And maybe, just maybe, that's a secret he's planning to take to the grave. And now, the queens of reality TV, Kim and Khloe Kardashian. Let's start with Khloe because, well, she couldn't help herself from spilling some tea. During an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe casually dropped that she had attended one of Diddy's parties. She mentioned that half the people were butt naked. Yup, you heard that right. Khloe dropped that bomb and then quickly clammed up when her sister Kourtney started probing for more details. Smart move, Khloe.
So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends. Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, so far French so good. Montana. Do you even know half the people you're naming? No. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't? I want to be Khloe when I grow up, Court. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. Go to this party. I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it.
It leaves us wondering, what else happened at that party? What did she really see? Then we have Kim Kardashian. Now, Kim's history with scandal isn't exactly a secret. Rumors suggest Kim's involvement in these parties goes deeper than just being an attendee. While she's kept her lips sealed on the subject, people are already speculating what this could mean for her brand. For a family that's built an empire on carefully crafted public personas, being tied to Diddy's freak-off scandal is not the kind of press they want. Or will they brush it off like they always do? One thing's for sure. When the Kardashians are involved, the drama is never far behind. And with whispers of what went down at Diddy's parties, this could be the start of a new chapter in their ever-evolving scandal book. Now, this one might come as a shocker. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince himself, caught up in the mix of Diddy's scandal? Hard to believe, right? For decades, Will has been the epitome of the family man, the relatable superstar who can do no wrong. But rumors about Will's private life have always circulated in certain circles. And now, with his name allegedly tied to Diddy's freak-offs, those whispers are growing louder. Will Smith has been through the ringer recently. Remember the Oscar slap that sent shockwaves around the world?
Oh, wow! Uh-oh!
Wow! His public image took a massive hit, and just when people thought things couldn't get worse, this bombshell drops. For a guy who's always prided himself on his clean-cut image, this is devastating. Fans have always admired Will for being grounded despite his fame, but being linked to a scandal like Diddy's parties? That's something he might not be able to recover from.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that? Nah.
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
We've already seen how his marriage to Jada has been under intense scrutiny. And this? Well, this could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. The Smith family has weathered storms before, but a scandal like this? It could destroy everything they've worked to build. Will has stayed silent on the matter, but if these rumors keep gaining traction, he might not be able to avoid the conversation for much longer. Could this be the end of Will Smith's reign as Hollywood's golden boy? Only time will tell. Let's talk about Cuba Gooding Jr. We all know him for his iconic "show me the money" moment from Jerry Maguire.
Yell that shit! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money! Do you love this black man?
But these days, Cuba's name has been popping up for all the wrong reasons. From legal troubles to accusations of inappropriate behavior, Cuba's reputation has already taken a beating. And now, his name is linked to Diddy's freak-off parties. While his involvement hasn't been officially confirmed, the fact that his name keeps coming up in connection to these scandalous gatherings has people talking.
NBC is learning exclusively that the music producer accusing Diddy of sexual assault and harassment is also accusing actor Cuba Gooding Jr. This producer filed the original lawsuit last month, accusing Combs of forcing him to find sex workers and pressuring him into doing sexual things with them. Now, he's saying Gooding groped and fondled him while they were on Combs' yacht.
I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what the police are going to find on all of that.
Were you guys close? Were you guys friends or?
We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you.
Yeah.
2-3 times I've seen him, so it's...
Oh, so Diddy, you've only seen him 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So why would they include you all of a sudden in some way?
I think because of the darkness of the other grab of the cases that I already had went through.
Right.
Your name, for example, was mentioned in the Diddy case.
Which was the most ridiculous thing ever.
Because you barely know
This is the
him, right?
most ridiculous thing ever. But again, welcome to being a celebrity.
Cuba's legal battles have already caused significant damage. But this? If the rumors turn out to be true, it could be the scandal that he just won't be able to recover from. Now, Meek Mill's addition to this list? That one caught a lot of people by surprise. Meek is known for his street cred, his fight for prison reform, and his gritty, no-nonsense attitude. So when his name started getting linked to Diddy's freak-offs, let's just say fans were shook.
Every celebrity in LA has had their home robbed except Diddy. Like Rihanna got robbed, fucking Keanu Reeves got robbed, Paris Hilton got robbed, but no Diddy. And I thought about it, it's like, bruh, robbing Diddy is terrifying, because what if he's there? You break down the door, he's butt naked on the couch. Meek Mill sitting on his lap, just petting him like a Maltese cat. Meek Mill crying, oh no, wait a minute, I thought you was finished. Diddy's like, can't stop, won't stop.
Meek was quick to deny the allegations, but as we all know, once your name's out there, it's hard to put that genie back in the bottle. And people wasted no time digging up old clips of Diddy and Meek together, including one where they were chilling in a pool and Diddy was telling Meek how much he loved him.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
In any other context, this might have just been a bro moment. But with all these new accusations swirling around, fans were quick to spin their own narratives. Meek's been fighting hard to distance himself from this scandal, but the damage may already be done. The real question is, will there be any footage of him at these parties? If so, Meek's career might face its toughest battle yet. And then, of course, we have Jay-Z. Yes, even the legendary Jay-Z hasn't escaped the rumor mill when it comes to Diddy's parties.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
Jay-Z's been spotted at several of Diddy's notorious gatherings, but unlike some others, he's stayed relatively silent on the subject. And you know what they say? When someone that powerful stays silent, it often means there's something they don't want out in the open. Jay-Z's career has been nothing short of monumental. Hip-hop mogul, business tycoon, and partner to Queen Bey herself. But when you start to peel back the layers, his connection to Diddy's freak-off suddenly raises a lot of questions. Why was he so close to these infamous parties? And what did he see during his time there?
There are only 2 people on this planet who are allowed to call P. Diddy by his first name, Sean. And that is his mother and Jay-Z, because they're actually both named Sean. It highlights that these two were incredibly close.
Jay-Z's always been strategic about what he says and when he says it. But with these new allegations coming to light, people are wondering, what exactly was Jay-Z a part of? Could there be footage of him too?
You want to know why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean.
If so, that could spell trouble for someone who's carefully crafted an image of power, respect, and control. And let's not forget, when you're at the top of the game like Jay-Z, the fall is even harder. If more evidence surfaces linking him to Diddy's scandalous parties, his empire could take a serious hit. But until then, Jay-Z remains the silent king, watching the chaos from his throne. For now. From Usher's early days living with Diddy, to Bieber's emotional confessions, and even Jay-Z's silent stance, this scandal is far from over. Whether these stars were active participants or just caught in the whirlwind, one thing is clear. Diddy's influence has reached every corner of Hollywood. And with investigations ongoing and rumors still swirling, who knows what other names will get dragged into this mess. But the real question is, what happens next? If you think this was wild, wait until you check out our next video on your screen. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.